Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Squeaky Floorboard Society. My name is Megan,
I'm Sage.
and this is the end of season 2.
Crazy.
Can you believe it?
Crazy.
Um, Before we get into, we have a fun little thing planned for you today. Sage brought something. I brought several things. But before we get into that, if I seem out of breath and very tired today, I'll get to why that is. But before all that, Sage, do you have anything you want to share?
Yes. So last weekend we didn't record.
Mm-hmm.
And that is because on Saturday, this past Saturday, I had gone to the Alex Warren concert.
Is that where you were?
That's where I was. And I slept in super late. And then apparently I made a bunch of promises for what we were going to do Sunday while my friend was in town that I was like, okay. And so I didn't get home until like 6 p.m.
That's crazy.
But the Alex Warren concert,
I don't know who Alex Warren is.
I think it's technically pop music. He writes Dead Parrot music and love songs.
Oh, okay.
So
So probably not really my cup of tea.
Dennis loves him. And I was like, ah, and he didn't work that Saturday. I was like, I wish he could have gone with us. That would have been like so great. I have
Yeah.
confetti. I saved some of the confetti. But the concert was amazing. I went up on my doses and medication. So I take 2 doses before bed and 1 dose in the morning when I wake up. I drove in a big city. I did a U-turn. I don't do U-turns. I will drive like miles out of the way to do a U-turn in a parking lot. Like I will not like just like take a U-turn. I won't. I did that. I drove into areas that I don't know. I've parked in a parking garage. Parking garages scare me.
So you did a lot
I
of new
did
things.
so many things. It
Well,
was
that's good.
it was great exposure therapy.
That's good. And you couldn't have done that before you were medicated.
No, I probably would have passed away before we even left the town that we live in.
Well, I had kind of an opposite experience today, in which I had to be driven around for like 4 hours. My father and I went car shopping for me. He likes to go with me to do that kind of stuff. But I mean, one, I don't do well when other people drive me around. I am so nauseous right now. I've been car sick basically for the past 3 hours. And it's really, really hot right now, and the air quality's not great. So I've been walking around car lots in 102-degree weather with just terrible air quality. On top of being car sick, I am going to pass away probably. So if I seem really tired and sluggish, that is why. I don't feel good. And I got a step counter. I think I've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how many I want you to guess how many steps I walked this past week from Sunday to Saturday during the course of my job. Because I know the answer.
Like on average or like in total?
For the whole week, how much do you think I walked? How many steps do you think I walked?
72,000?
Well, let's see. Of course, there's an ad for Kroger, no less. I already work for you. You don't need to advertise to me. Come on. I don't get the free version of apps, so. Because I don't want to pay that much.
Yeah.
Stupid. All right, last week I walked 74,290 steps.
I was close.
You were really close.
I was shocked. I thought I was gonna be like
Yeah,
way off because I was gonna have less.
dude. So like, oh, you're frozen for a second. I don't know what's going on. You're better now.
Okay. I'm just
But oh no, you froze again. I don't know what's going on.
scared.
It's so weird because your mouth is not matched up with your face.
Yours is normally not like that. If you look back at some of the other episodes, your mouth is not matched up with like the words that you're saying.
We both look like a bad dub of an anime show where they're like, it.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
That's all I've got for you today. Just car shopping. I'm so sore from work all the time, but I'm stuck there because I cannot find a job here in accounting. I've been trying. I can't. There's not a lot like to begin with.
Yeah, especially with
Even
the
in
school.
even in the bigger town to the north, I can't find anything.
Town that we used to live in
Mhm.
separately.
Yeah. I got rejected from like I'm getting rejected from bank teller jobs.
Which is crazy.
I'm over I'm overqualified. But what am I supposed to do?
How are you supposed to get experience if they won't let you have the experience?
I'm too qualified. I am overqualified for any job that would provide me with experience to at an entry level, and I'm underqualified for anything else.
You're just in this weird spiral.
Yeah, it's very what's the word? No, it's not encouraging.
Defeating.
Disheartening. That's the word. So, my life is bad right now, and I can't find a car. I found one vehicle. I drove to 4 different towns, and I found one vehicle I liked. So I'm gonna call about it tomorrow.
I I hate car shopping.
Car shopping's so bad, and they don't even make cars anymore. Like, it's all SUVs, Ford F-150s, and 9,000 Broncos.
I I literally got on, like, I think it was Carvana maybe.
Mhm.
I got on one of those like resale sites
Mhm.
and found my vehicle in it was like over an hour away. And I went and got it. I was like, I can't be on these lots anymore looking.
Terrible. We went today because it's a Sunday, and so we knew they'd be closed and nobody would bother us while we looked. Because we like to go look by ourselves first without someone breathing down our neck.
Yeah.
But they don't put prices on any of the vehicles anymore.
No.
Some of them, and one of the reasons that I'll probably get the car that I looked at that I liked is because they had a nice little QR code on it that you could scan and get information about the car, including the price, which I appreciate.
I love that.
That's great. It pulled up the listing online for the vehicle, pricing, everything. I was like, oh, it's got a backup camera. That's fantastic because of the road I live on.
I love a back cam.
It's got the lane detection if you're
Mine
trying to get
does
over
too.
and there's I mean,
Love it.
my parents' car has that, and I think it's great. Um, but there's just no variety anymore.
No. That's why I love
I
getting on those like sites where you can like
Yeah,
look and you can like type in exactly kind of what you want.
yeah.
Because I knew that I wanted a Toyota, but there was like three different types that I wanted.
Hmm.
And then I found one that was it was like an hour away. I'm rolling my eyes because I found out that I can't refinance to the company I'm with, and I can't go to a different financing company or else I owe them like over half of what I owe.
Oh,
So I'm stuck with $500 payments until I pay this thing off.
crazy.
I didn't have credit, or I had like 3 months of credit when we went to go get this car. So my
All right.
APR is like through the fucking roof.
I don't mean to brag, but I have a 725 credit score.
Mine's gone up. I'm at like I
I'm
think
sure it's great now.
it's at like last time I checked. So when I got this, when I first got my credit card, they were like, "We don't really want to give you much because my credit score was two question marks."
Yeah.
And now it is in the 600s.
I saw somebody online the other day whose credit score was 37. I was like,
I didn't know it could go that low. My dad's is two lines, or it used to be.
they said don't even give that man credit. He doesn't deserve it. Daryl doesn't have any. Daryl has never taken out a loan on anything. I took out like 500 every so often I take out a $500 loan from my bank and I pay it off with my savings, which I also used as collateral for the loan.
Yeah.
So, that built my credit up.
I
I've never
didn't
had a real loan. It's just been those personal loans.
I I don't know. I've never taken out like a personal loan. I have a credit card and I have my car payment. And
I
then
recommend, as an accounting major, right? Someone with finance, those little personal loans with an amount that you already have in your savings and setting up auto pay on your savings to pay that. Great way to build credit. Credit card where you just buy gas on it. Great way to build credit. Car, and the first thing that you want to take your first big big adult loan on should be a car.
I
100%.
before we got the car, the only other thing that I had was some furniture stores, if you do rent to own, will report to credit bureaus. And so I have
Right.
that. And then the couches we currently are paying on, because we paid off the washer and dryer, our couches are being reported to a credit bureau too. So,
And that's good too. Like
and
those
they're
rent to owns are good.
and they're under it, those are both were under my name. So
Yeah, those can be
got
good.
that.
Especially if you maybe can't afford to get a car yet.
Yeah.
That's another option.
And if you're a student, I think it's Discover. Yeah, it's Discovered. They have college for specifically college kids. And you get like really good deals on like if you like purchase anything home like for like home goods to Lowe's or like any like home improvement type thing, you can get like 15% cash back, and I use that a lot. They also have like it's like every couple months. So it's like anything that you could possibly use while you're in college. And then you just like enter your graduation date. And that's what I did. That's how I got my credit card.
As long as you don't take out loans that are super high interest as a young person, you're typically pretty safe. This is not financial advice. We're not financial professionals. We're just telling you what we did.
I'm still not entirely sure. I had to ask Dennis a question the other day and I still don't understand the answer, and I'm never going to understand this.
What question was it?
I asked him if you're like so America's in debt to like other countries, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Why can't we just print more money to give them? And then he started going into like bureaucratic stuff, and I was like, you
Okay,
lost
I'm
me.
going to explain this to you in a way that I am fairly sure you'll understand. All right. Do we understand basic supply and demand?
No.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so when we printed money the first time, all of those dollars were worth $1 because of the amount of dollar bills that there were. Okay? Let's say we lost half of those dollar bills that were originally printed. That would mean there were less dollar bills, and so they would be worth more. They'd be worth 50% more.
But how?
Right? Because there's less of them in circulation to get.
So with the pennies, did that go up, or are they still?
Pennies are kind of different because pennies cost more to make than they were worth.
Okay.
So
I'm following you thus far.
Okay, do you understand why the dollars would be worth more?
I think.
Because the exact same amount of things would require $1 bills, but there would be less of them.
Okay.
So they would be worth more. Now, if you printed, let's say you printed $100 bills to start out with, and they were all worth $1. Then you print 100 more dollar bills. Would those dollar bills be worth $1 still? Or would they decrease in value?
See, this is where I get confused.
So, the same amount of things require you to have a dollar bill. But now, instead of instead of 100 $1 bills, there's 200 $1 bills. There's a lot more dollar bills in circulation, right?
Okay.
But the amount of things that require $1 bills has not changed. So those dollar bills are worth less because there's so many of them and we don't need that many.
I still can't conceptualize. You have crowns. I need a diagram.
Okay, hang on. I will figure out how to explain this to you. Give me just 1 second. Let's say there are 10 things in this world and they're all worth $1.
Okay.
We've printed 10 $1 bills so that we can buy all 10 of those things. Okay?
Okay.
If we say, well, more people want to buy those 10 items, which there are only 10 of regardless. They said, let's give everyone $1. Let's give 20 people a $1 bill so that 20 people can have a chance to buy these items. Well, now we have 20 $1 bills instead of 10. We have more dollar bills than we have items to buy, right?
Okay. Following you thus far.
So these items are only worth $10. They're only worth $1 a piece, right? The sum of these items is $10. What is the seller going to do now that there are more dollar bills than there are items?
Going to increase the price?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
He's going to increase the price because
Okay.
the supply is less than the demand.
Okay.
So if the seller raises their price from $1 to $1.50,
Okay.
do those dollar bills still have the same purchasing power that they did when there were 10 of them instead of 20?
No.
Exactly. You
Okay.
do understand it. That's exactly why we can't print more money. It decreases the purchasing power of every dollar.
Okay. See, now I vaguely understand it. I still
I've
can't.
done it. I've done it.
I still can't conceptualize money. Money doesn't really make sense to me, but
But you understand it through the terms of supply and demand.
a little bit, yes. Okay.
Literally, all inflation is like money, the value of money decreasing. So you understand inflation now too.
Oh, yay.
That's it. A decrease in purchasing parity is literally the core problem of inflation.
Okay.
That is what happens when there's inflation.
Okay.
Those sellers raising their prices was inflation.
Okay. I didn't know what inflation was, so that's awesome now that I know.
And also, it doesn't even necessarily have to be physical money that exists that causes inflation. Like, one of the reasons we have so much inflation in America is because of the massive amount of debt we're in. By borrowing so much money, we have artificially created trillions of dollars in our economy that we owe to other people.
Okay.
So, but those dollars don't even actually exist. We don't physically have them.
Okay. Okay, I'm following you.
That's part of that's part of the reason we have so much inflation. Is because there's all these dollars that introduced to our economy that there weren't before.
Okay.
Even though they're not real, it might be easiest since you don't quite understand it. Pretend it's like cryptocurrency.
I don't even know anything.
It's not a physical dollar bill you can hold in your hand.
Okay.
It's more of a concept of money.
Okay.
But it functions as if it was money.
Can I be honest? I have never, I have read articles on cryptocurrency. My brain cannot conceptualize what the fuck those articles are saying to me.
It's okay. You're not a finance major. You're a psych major.
I'm talking to my father-in-law. We email each other. And right now we're having this really deep conversation about neural networks.
And that's what you and your father-in-law talk about.
Because he did.
My father. Go ahead.
We spent a lot of time talking about neural networks and evolutionary theories and real deep sciencey talk. And my husband's like we were talking about, I think, conditional reflex theory. And he was like, yeah, but if you're only describing the brick, how can you know the whole structure? Mm-hmm. And so we're going back and forth between these things, and Dennis is reading them, and he's like, but what type of brick is it? And we're completely ignoring him, and we're talking about these structures and stuff like that. And he's like, no, but what type of brick? And it was so funny.
Almost the whole car ride, me and my dad talked about economics.
I love that.
For 4 hours. Essentially. And we're walking through the car lot talking about how, and foreign policy dictates our economy in this way or that way. Here's how Bernie can still win. Kidding, we didn't have that discussion. We were talking about AI at one point, I said, I'm gonna date this episode a little bit. We say that at least once an episode, I feel like.
Yeah, I think we do.
It was I said, and the other thing is, I said, the government can literally use AI to generate anything they want of you. I
Mhm.
said, you could say the wrong thing that pisses them off, and suddenly they have an image of you committing a terrorist act.
Yep.
I said, or, they're generating images of, senators and congresspeople that are still alive, although they're actually not. And he was like, what? I was like, you can just generate an image of Mitch McConnell if you want.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, yeah.
Me and my
He's
father-in-law.
100% dead, by the way.
Dennis, or not Dennis, my father-in-law and me were talking about neural networks, and it started with the conversation of AI and psychology and how the learning programs were like treating them like neural networks. It's been
You were gonna say it started as neural networks and how Mitch McConnell no longer has any.
I should
But yeah,
have.
no, he's dead. 100%. All right. Do you want to do your thing that you have brought for our, as I said, we have some special stuff planned for our end of season, Sage. What did you bring for it?
I was going to look up honorable mentions. However, when it comes to small town big haunts, you have to look up a lot of history about why they're haunted. So I did not bring
Right.
any honorable mentions. However, I did bring statistics for
Yay!
where we are in life. And you think that I would have pulled this up before I started talking about it.
No, just yesterday.
Yeah, that was just
Yesterday. Something wrong with me.
So I'm
It's
gonna
the heat.
I'm gonna do our all-time. Sorry, I got really excited. I saw.
A big number.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry. I was like, I know what the stats were for the last time I checked. I haven't checked since the last time I like input stats into our document.
And I've never checked.
So you're gonna be really excited about this. I'm going to be naming a lot of countries, and I'll tell you how many like downloads we have per country.
Oh, nice.
And it's gonna surprise you because the countries that I didn't assume would be on here are on here. So at this current moment of recording, we have 895 downloads.
Wow.
We are 5 away from 900.
That's crazy.
We have 683 listeners. We are almost at 700 listeners.
That's crazy. I can't believe that.
So I'm going to go into the countries that we have listing and how many downloads we have per country. If you couldn't have guessed, the USA is number 1 with 596 listeners. You want to make a guess on what the next country could possibly be? That would be one of our top listeners.
Japan.
Japan? So you said?
Yes.
No, Singapore. Singapore was 75 downloads.
That's crazy.
Next is Vietnam with 48. Following that up is Hong Kong with 26. Canada with 20. Japan with 18. The last time I checked, Japan was still at 1. Followed up by South Africa with 17.
Oh, is this listeners or downloads?
Downloads.
Okay.
So that could be 17 people. That could be one person that listened to 17 episodes. The world would never know. The next is the United Kingdom with 14. Germany with 9. Australia with 6. India with 5. Bangladesh, Iraq, Pakistan, and Romania all with 4.
He's listening to me.
Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, Indonesia, Kenya, Mexico, Nigeria, and Venezuela all with 3 downloads. Finland, Netherlands, and the Philippines with 2. Azerbaijan, Belgium, Bolivia, Cameroon, Egypt, Spain, Ethiopia, Ghana, Italy, South Korea, Palestinian territory, El Salvador, Togo, Taiwan, and Uzbekistan with all 1.
What? I didn't know they could get Spotify in Palestine right now.
Well, That is just like the amount of downloads. I can also we have 10 downloads through a Linux system. I'm here for that. Uh 405 use iOS, so some form of an Apple product. 297 use Mac OS X. 85 use Windows, 82 use Android, 10 use Linux, and 2 are using Alexa. And then
That's
there's
the
14
Canadians. I just
unknown.
know it is.
Um,
Somebody's using their Samsung fridge.
what do you think our top app that's used to listen to us is?
Spotify.
That's second.
What is it?
Number 1 is Google Chrome with 250 downloads. Next is Spotify with 204, Apple Podcast with 192, Safari with 72, Overcast with 45, iHeartRadio with 34, the Podbean app has 23, Firefox has 18, Edge has 13, Air Podcast has 12, Audible has 8, Apple Core Media has 4, Alexa enabled devices has 2, Castbox and Pocket Cast both have 2, Listen Notes and Stage Fright both have 1, and we have Unknown 12.
I don't even know what some of those apps are.
So the site that we use specifically to distribute onto like the listening only platforms, it distributes to a lot of different sites for us. So all I had to do is go in and like fill out some information,
Yeah.
and it distributes it for us. So it deals with all the contracts and stuff basically with those companies for us instead of us being like, Spotify, give us a contract.
And what's crazy is we seem to be doing well on podcast only platforms. We don't historically perform super well on YouTube.
No, I haven't even checked YouTube in a while.
I stopped because I was like, I'm gonna get discouraged if I keep looking at these numbers.
Well, that's why I look at the like audio only, and we're doing really well over there. I
You know
typed
what?
in
What'd you do?
I typed in YouTube into YouTube search bar. Not what I meant to do.
So for our listeners in Iraq and Azerbaijan and the Palestinian territories, you guys might be interested in something that's coming up in season 3 that I'm covering. Spoiler alert, I'm covering an Islamic text that some people don't really like. That some people are afraid of.
Season 3, I'm covering a lot of random things.
So specifically for my Muslim countries that are listening, some of you will be familiar with that, so stay tuned.
I think I talk about Hinduism.
Okay.
I think.
So those listeners in India,
yeah,
our 5 listeners in India, that's for you.
Yeah, we're talking about a very tragic case from India.
And everybody else, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that we're talking about. Especially you, looking at you British people.
Yeah. I got a lot coming from that area. Got a lot.
Well, I'm covering a fella.
I don't know if you saw what I'm doing. I completed all of my homework in 4 weeks, so I've had like a lot of downtime.
Right.
By the way, I'm in an 8-week course. I finished all of my classes in less than 4 weeks. Like I finished all of my assignments. So I've got some free time, to say the least. And I am kind of planning ahead, per se, whereas each season that we had like an idea for, I'm putting as many cases of it that I can find. So it's like season title contains whatever the subject is, and then possible cases for that.
Right.
That way, whenever we have like, oh, we're going to do this season, everything's already kind of done. We just have to like...
Right.
And then that way, like, for season 2, this season, we had a bunch of places we didn't cover because we have a set number for seasons now, or for episodes per season. So this way, if we want to go back, instead of trying to be like, oh, well, what's, like, figure out which seasons had it, it'll be on the titles and things so that we can just go over there and be like, oh, well, we had, like, this many places left. So.
Yeah.
Just trying
to
make
do season 2s of things.
Yeah, so.
Well, not season 2s. We can do part 2s of seasons.
I think
we want.
I think I changed like the name from Small Town Big Haunts to something else, so that it's like this is still the same thing, but like different.
Right.
So
If you're lucky, Sage is in charge of actually naming the shit, because if it was me, it would have been like Squeaky Floorboard Society Season 1, Dogman, Squeaky Floorboard Society Season 2, Part 2.
I just I'm also
Can't name
trying to
shit.
like I got to go onto the YouTube and get all of like the episodes for season 2 put into a playlist so people can have
Yeah.
just click on them. I'm working on that. I just haven't gotten that far because again, you guys can't see it. There's an entire mess back here, I think. Oh, you can't see it at all. There's a
I
singular path to my desk right now.
see. I don't have that in my house. My house is obscenely organized, but I also can't operate YouTube, so it's really a trade-off. If I was in charge of running our YouTube channel, it wouldn't exist.
I
We wouldn't have a podcast.
So what's really nice since so I'm also going to be changing the way that we edit for season 3. I'm going to do episode 1 and see how it looks. It's going to take me like twice the amount of time to edit, but maybe I'll try it on this episode and I'll see how that plays out. But I'm going to try to switch that up. But for the good part is that once I extract the audio for like the audio only upload, I put that in one website and then I copy and paste my thumbnail that I put into the doc.
Mm-hmm.
And that's taken care of. It's the YouTube that I have the hardest time fucking dealing with.
Right.
Because why am I filling out a 30-part questionnaire to upload a video? If you have to like put like, is this safe for kids? Is there an age limit? Like those are questions that we have to answer.
I don't know. Figure the fuck out, YouTube. You got enough people working there.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the patience for that. But I've also, and you saw it in the last thumbnail that I sent you, because that's one thing I do actually do. I make the thumbnails. And I think that one looked better in terms of how we actually looked.
I loved it.
I'm using some new stuff to try to make us look better in the thumbnails and improve the overall appearance of the channel. So that's the one thing I am capable of.
Here's gonna be bad. If you guys didn't listen to the last episode that we did, I need everyone to go find out which thumbnail I did.
Oh. I think you guys are gonna be able to find it.
I think you're gonna find it really fast.
Really quick. One of these things is not like the other.
You'll never figure out.
So was that all you had for
Yes.
today? Okay, then we're gonna move on to my portion.
I'm nervous.
So some of you... No, listen. Those of you who've been with us a long time, if this is your first episode somehow, you may not know this, but who've been with us since the beginning will know that Sage attended public school. And therefore, Sage's knowledge base on certain subjects, like history, are kind of limited. You know, we've been through... Maybe Sage will put the clip in here where she finds out that Napoleon was a real person. That was interesting. We've had a lot of moments like that throughout the show, in which Sage learns something new. So what I've done is I have put together 20 questions for Sage. All of these are things that have been mentioned at some point in the show.
Question. Are we going into like
the
years?
First episode.
Are we going into like years, pronunciations?
No.
Okay.
There are years mentioned, but the answers don't require years.
Okay.
I thought that would be too hard.
I would be just crying.
Yeah, I didn't want to make you cry or anything. I'm a history nerd. You're not. So, you know, I wanted to make it fair.
I'm probably the furthest thing from a history.
So, like I said, we have 20 questions. I'm going to grab, actually, and I'm going to give you a bonus question at the end if you feel unsatisfied with the amount that you got right. I do have a bonus question.
I feel like I've been distractible.
I'm not going to ask you about the Treaty of Westphalia. I promise. That's not. I almost put it in as a joke, but I didn't. Because it was like, how embarrassing if she just screamed out the Treaty of Winnebago. That would have been crazy. Hey, whose wallet? Do you know whose wallet was?
Oh,
Hadrian.
okay.
All right. That's the problem. I actually remember that stuff, so I almost put some of that in here, but I didn't. So, question number 1. Jean Vallet was attacked on June 30th, 1764, by the Beast of Did we ever figure out how to pronounce Gevaudan?
No, we didn't.
Gevaudan? Anyways, he was attacked by the Beast. Who was the king of France at this time?
Oh God. You would think oh my God. The person I almost said is not right. I almost said Henry VIII with so much confidence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not frozen. I'm thinking. I just need you to know. Oh my gosh. I covered that case.
Oh,
I think.
You did. It was you.
Why? It's like I can see his name written down, but I can't read it. It's like blurry.
I guarantee you could guess it 16 times and you would probably be close on at least one of them.
Is it Louis?
Which one?
I want to say the 5th, but I think that's wrong.
Halfway.
Do I need a last name?
They don't have last name.
They don't?
They're just King Louis.
Okay, so King... Is my number wrong?
Your number's wrong, but it's
Okay.
also right. Your number's wrong, but it's also right. He was the next to last Louis, if that helps.
I don't know how many Louis there were.
You don't know how many King Louis there were?
No.
Last one beheaded in the revolution. I'll give you half a point for Louis.
Okay. I don't know how many Louis there were.
So King Louis XVI was beheaded during the French Revolution. He was the last King Louis of France.
I didn't know that.
He was married to Marie Antoinette.
I know who Marie Antoinette is. Because she's the one who said, let them eat cake, right?
She didn't really say that, but yes.
My only knowledge of her actually comes from Ghost Files.
Oh.
When Shane Medea is talking about her.
So the correct answer was King Louis XV.
So I needed an X and a V.
I said 5 was wrong, but also right.
Okay.
There's a 5 in 15.
There is.
All right, number 2. What nearly always fatal disease at the time first struck Europe in 1347?
Is it the bubonic plague? Yeah!
I believed in you on that one. In 1963, JFK declared what location a national recreation area?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it LBL? Yeah, I pay attention, y'all. I fear this next one.
Which set of European wars caused the presence of soldiers such as Thomas Schweitzer to be in the area of Morbach, Germany in 1812?
1812?
I tried to kind of drop these hints by telling you the context of why I was asking.
Happening in 18. I know the War of 1812 was happening, but I don't think that's it.
No, that was in America.
That's what I thought. It's not the Nazis.
Nope.
What's happening in Germany?
It is not World War II.
Is it World War One? No.
No.
Because some guy got assassinated. I know that because of Dennis.
You're 103 years too early.
I was like, I don't even know when World War One happened.
I think it's 1915.
You ask the question
Can I-
again.
Yeah, I can. Which set of European wars caused the presence of soldiers such as Thomas Schweitzer to be in the area of Morbach, Germany in 1812?
Is this like the battles of like religion? No, that's the 1600s, right? Because France, it's not the battle between the Protestants and the Catholics, is it? That's
No.
Ireland, right?
Well, that's a lot of places,
The
but
500-year war?
is that your final answer?
I don't think that's the correct number. But it's like is it a battle or a war with the numbers in it?
No.
That I don't fucking know.
You're gonna kick yourself when I tell you what it is. It's the Napoleonic Wars.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pass away.
All right. This next one, I believe you can get. What is the period of intense diplomatic tensions in the post-World War II era called?
I was gonna say the Great Depression, but I don't think that's right. I think that's after World War One.
You're right. That's after World War One.
Not the Industrial Revolution. That's after World War One as well, I believe.
No.
Not after World War One.
Nope.
I don't know when the Industrial Revolution happened.
I would say you don't. I think that's a safe assumption.
I was gonna say the hippies, but that's Charles Manson. No, I don't know.
Cold War.
The what?
The Cold War.
Oh my gosh.
With the US and Russia? Come on, girl. You're married to a Russian.
I don't listen to him half the time.
Oh, you're not gonna know this one then.
Okay.
Who was the Russian president at the end of the Cold War?
Wasn't it Stalin? It was either
No.
Stalin or Lenin.
Nope.
It wasn't?
They were both dead by then. There's a very famous quote from Ronald Reagan about him. He told him to tear down the wall. Trying to help you so hard.
I have a name in my head, but I don't think that's right.
Say it, Sage. It can't be.
Does it start with an M?
Say yeah.
Mussolini?
No.
I don't know who that is.
No,
That's the name that
that's
popped in my head.
That's the fascist dictator of Italy during World War II.
Okay. I was
who
like, I don't
hung in
know.
the town square.
I was like, I don't even know who that is. That name comes to my head. So it does start with an M.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is gonna piss me off, and I know it is. My father-in-law, if you are listening, I am so sorry. The names popping into my head do not help at all.
Just throw a name out there that sounds like a Russian name that starts with an M. If you can get the first name, I'll give you half credit.
I'm trying to think because their names are like the way that naming's done is different. I'm gonna say moosh. That means husband. That's the only M.
Would it help at all if I told you he was known for his birthmark?
No.
Mikhail Gorbachev. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know Gorbachev, but I didn't know the first name.
Okay. I think you can maybe get this one.
Okay.
Maybe because this was not that long ago that this episode occurred.
Okay.
And we spent a lot of time talking about this man. King Canute was the king of what empire?
Oh my gosh. Is it the nomad not Norman, Norman. Is it Norman? It's like
Nor! Keep with Nor!
Nor Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Nor. I
I'm
just
just-
Freddy's.
Oh my gosh. Is it Normatic? No, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. It's not Normans.
No.
Oh my gosh.
It's not the Normans. It's Charlemagne. William the Conqueror.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I talked about it, and then you talked about it.
It's a direction.
It's a direction. North.
It's a cardinal direction.
North.
North what?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Because I talked about this in my Ireland episode, my Kilkenny episode, right? Justice for Alice. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was gonna say North Ossory, but that's not right.
I will even take just the countries that were in it, Sage.
Wasn't it Ireland, Scotland, and the UK?
No.
I heard-
England.
What?
For two. It's England.
Oh my! I don't know.
The North Sea Empire,
Oh my god!
which was England, Norway, and Denmark.
Oh my god! The fact that I got Nor.
No. All right. Number 8. Feudal disputes over the Duchy of Aquitaine and King Edward III's claim to the French throne led to what major dispute that may have contributed to the French werewolf panics?
Was it the nailing? Was it the nailing of the
Nope.
Okay. So glad you knew what this meant.
I knew exactly what you meant. No, it was not.
It was a dispute.
One could call it a war.
Was it the issue between did you just stab yourself in the eye with the pin?
No.
It looks like you did
Thinking about
it.
No, I'm thinking about it.
Is it the I wanted to say the 200-year war, but I think I'm wrong.
You're so close. You're so close.
Am I?
Yes.
Is it the 100-year?
Yes.
I'm so happy I got that. I feel like I need to
Okay.
chain smoke and we're only at question 8.
This must be how police feel when they interrogate someone they know is a serial can't prove it. I'm sweating.
I'm sweating because I'm trying to use my brain.
Number 9. Who were the Molly Maguires?
They're not the witches that were in
No.
the Northeast. I know that.
Nope, you're right.
They did something with Centralia. I know they did that. Were they the oh my god. Were they the Irish miners?
Yes,
And they helped
what did they stand for? What was their whole thing?
I was gonna say Freemasons, but that's not right. I don't know what a Freemason is. I just know that term.
Why did they start the Molly Maguires? What was their original purpose?
I don't know.
Who do I'll give you half a point if I can walk you through this. Who do Irish people hate?
England.
Yes! What were the English doing to the Irish besides starving them? What group that continues to oppress people today was specifically the problem?
The monarchs.
No!
I don't know any other English people.
The landowners. The landowners and landlords.
Oh, I forgot those were people.
You know what? That's a great point, Sage. I'm going to give you a quarter of a point for forgetting that landlords were people, because that's a valid point. All right. In 1917, many of Centralia's young men left home, never to return. What war were they leaving to fight?
World War One, Vietnam
Yes!
War. Okay, I was
You
like,
got it
wait.
right the first time.
Okay, because
Vietnam.
I think you told me that the war No, I thought. Mm-mm.
I told you it was in like 1915, and I think we joined like 2 years into the war.
For some reason, I thought that's when you were telling me the war ended, and then I was like, wait, it wouldn't be that. What's another war that happened around that time?
All right. Here's another one that you should know via marriage. Most of Portlock's original population consisted of natives and Russo-Aleuts, which were the offspring of the natives and the Russians. Which monarch was responsible for the Russian settlement of Alaska and why?
Monarch. Is it the reason that I have my last name?
I don't know.
Peter the Great?
Yes.
Okay.
And why did he settle Alaska?
I don't know why he settled Alaska. I don't remember, but I do know that he's the reason I have my last name.
All right, I'll give you half a point. It was for his great modernization of Russia. He wanted to start colonizing.
Ah, that actually makes sense. Please tell me one of these questions is which Russian monarch fucked a horse, because I do know that, because she's still in my search history. Her portrait's still up.
Catherine the Great did not actually fuck a horse.
I know. I couldn't remember who she was last night. We were having a conversation, so I had to look at him. I was like, which Russian queen fucked a horse? And then it brought up her portrait. It's still up on my computer.
All right, number 12. Despite being known since Greek times, one disease came to the forefront during the late 1800s and early 1900s, leading to the establishment of many sanitariums. What disease was this?
I was gonna say lycanthropy, but
Nope. You're right, that did start in Grecian times.
it's not tuberculosis, is it?
Is it?
Tuberculosis, final answer.
Yes.
Okay.
It is TB.
Have you ever been tested for TB?
Yes.
It makes me itchy every time I get it done.
Do you have tuberculosis?
I'm not a carrier, nor do I have it.
Okay.
I have to have the test to work in my field.
I don't remember it making me itchy.
I think everything just makes me itchy.
That's possible. All right. Sure as shit you're gonna get this one. I threw this in as a question that I knew you would get in case you didn't do well. Which US president outlawed slavery?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Which president killed a majority of my ancestors? Abraham Lincoln.
Andrew Jackson too.
Yeah. But Abraham Lincoln's the one that hung 38 plus 2 the next day in December.
Mm.
There's a whole movie on it. You guys should watch it. It's pretty good.
Number 14. Not to downplay the murder of your people or anything.
You could.
Opium made its way into the Wild West from what country?
Is it China? I was like, I know that I always say Asian, like Asian miners and Asian railroad workers.
Yep. What famous Civil War battle took place in 1863 and is also the site of a presidential address?
Gettysburg.
There you go.
I know that one.
I knew you'd get that. I knew you'd get that one.
I was in Gettysburg yesterday.
If you hadn't got that one,
I'm never allowed to go to Arby's ever again.
I was going to tell you no more Arby's. All right. What was the courtly residence used by the French monarchy until the French Revolution called?
Not a clue.
You don't even know where to start?
No.
All right. It was Versailles. The other place that you thought wasn't real.
That is true. I did think that wasn't real.
Who were the two main parties in the War of 1812?
The Confederate and the Union.
Is that your final answer? Or do you want to submit anyone else?
I don't even know what the War of 1812 was over. I'm just
So
gonna...
is that your
final answer.
So, girl, that's the Civil War. which took place in 1863, as per our previous question. The parties, which we discussed one of them earlier, when you tried to say that in 1812 World War I was happening.
Just put a gun in my mouth right now, please.
The two main parties were the United States and the UK, Britain.
I'm gonna put a gun in my mouth.
The British burned down the White House during the War of 1812.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't know the British were there to begin with, so.
I would have missed all of the, I was gonna say Paul Bunyan. That's not his name. Oh my god.
Revere was the Revolutionary War, not the War of 1812.
But I would have missed all of his warnings, too, that the British were here. And apparently Paul Bunyan's, too.
Number 18.
I'm so sad.
Who wrote the 95 Thesis and what did it do?
That's the thingy, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That, not Martin Luther King. It is Luther. Luther's in there. Is it Martin Luther? I don't think that it is. Is it Martin Luther? Like it's like,
Martin. That's it. Full stop. What did it do?
It didn't it protest the I can't remember Catholic Protestants, I think.
Yes, to you. I'll give you the point.
Oh my god.
You knew it was Catholics and Protestants. Specifically, one of his 95 Theses was against the sale of Catholic indulgences. I'm
so glad that we know what this means. I'm so glad.
I knew it was either Martin Luther or the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Those are the only two historical events that
Isn't it Martin Luther LX? Okay. I don't know where I got the LX from.
I don't either. Me either, Queen. All right. Which pandemic affected nearly 1/3 of the world's population at the end of World War II and also affected the mining town of Jerome?
I was going to say the Spanish flu, but I don't think that's it.
It also killed Edward Cullen, if that helps.
So it was the Spanish flu.
Yes.
I was going to say, was that or yellow fever?
Yeah, you got it the first time. Spanish flu. I thought if I told you it killed Edward Cullen, you would lock that in as your final answer.
I think Twilight's right here. See the two hands holding the apple?
I see the hands. Number 20. What event led to U.S. entry into World War II?
The bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Yes. All right, let me see what we've got.
I know that because there's a... Hypothetically, there was once upon a book over here that was about a runner, an American runner who got drafted, and he competed in the Olympics during that time, and it's like a real story.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it's at on the shelf.
Oh, I'll give you your score, and then you can decide if you want to do the bonus question.
Okay.
Wait one sec. So the bonus question. So you got 12.25 points out of 20.
I thought for sure I was gonna have like 5.
If you choose to do the bonus question, I will award you the remaining 7.75, and you may have a 20 out of 20 if you get the bonus question right.
Let's do the bonus question.
All right. What was the world's first known civilization?
It starts with an M, right?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Because I was going to say oh my gosh.
So that's a region.
Oh, it's a region?
Mesopotamia is a region.
Okay, wait. Are we going historically or like religion-wise?
This just if you Google it, this is what will
Okay.
come up if you type in what was the world's
it's
first known
not-
civilization.
So it's not Mesopotamia. Not Ethiopia.
You're thinking so hard that your eyes are starting to go different directions.
That's cool. I'm
I
trying
ain't
to.
never seen that before.
I remember talking about this in 7th grade science. Mr. Wagner, sorry for the name drop, was talking, and this is a test that I scored a 24% on, and he pulled me into his class to tell me that that is the lowest grade he's ever had in his 20 years of teaching.
I will give you this. Okay? Mesopotamia is where the world's first civilization happened. It is called the cradle of civilization.
I did know that.
But I want the actual civilization that happened. And if this was just a 1-point question, I would have given you Mesopotamia.
Can I just not actual points, but can I get credit that I knew Mesopotamia
I
was
will.
a thing?
I'll give you credit that you knew Mesopotamia. I'll bump you up to 13 for that. Even if you don't get the bonus question, I'll give you the other 0.75.
I know that one of the rivers there was Liger or something like that. I do know that.
The Tigris River,
Yeah.
Tigris, and the Euphrates.
Didn't know those.
It starts with an S. You're looking for a civilization that starts with an S. They're mentioned in the Bible, I believe.
I've never read the Bible. And I own 6 of them. It's across the room. Not the Sicilians. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's in Italy. That's not in Mesopotamia. To be fair, this is a hard
Cyprus. What does that begin with? C?
That begins with a C and is in Greece. Let me look up some facts about this civilization. I was going to look up some facts about the civilization.
It's not the Silk Road. I'm trying to think of anything in my mind from history that starts with an S.
So
it's not
they invented cuneiform.
What is that?
Well, that's not helpful to you then. It's an early writing system.
Okay.
They invented early systems of law, the wheel.
I thought the cavemen created the wheel.
This civilization did.
What are things that begin with S that happened in history? Silk Road. That's not it. Cyprus starts the synagogues. Not that. Okay. What are words that begin with? Because it's not still a thing, right? That was just what they were called.
No.
Yeah. All right. So it's not Serbia.
There were. Would it help if I told you that some major urban centers included Uruk, Ur, Eridu, Lagash, and Nippur?
What did you just say to me?
Would it help if I told you E. Nasir was from there, the copper merchant?
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know who E. Nasir is?
No.
One of the first ever recorded customer complaints was about E. Nasir and his shitty copper.
I didn't. I don't know what. I've never heard of that.
He lived in the city of Ur. In this, you might. They had the first legal system, and you might sue somebody.
Oh my gosh.
You might sue somebody.
I was gonna say Sumerians, but I don't think that's right. Is that right?
It's the Sumerians!
Oh my god.
You have done it. You have achieved the full 20 points.
I'm sweating so bad.
I was trying. I said you might sue somebody.
And then I was thinking of Samaritans, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Because I was thinking of the Bible.
Sumerians. It's the Sumerians. Sumeria.
Thinking of the there's a story in the Bible called the Good Samaritan.
Yes.
And I was thinking of that.
I will say, somebody is going to comment on this and tell me I should have given you Mesopotamia. No, I should not. Mesopotamia is the region. It is not the actual civilization. But I'm actually going to give you a 21 out of 20 for knowing what Mesopotamia was.
I was really shocked that I fucking got that.
I'm shocked that you know what Mesopotamia is.
When he said that, I was like, M. It starts with an M. I think it's Mesopotamia, but I think I'm wrong.
Do you remember what that exact area of Mesopotamia between those rivers was called? This is not for any points. I'm just curious if you remember. And it's why civilization sprung up there. It's called the Fertile Crescent.
Okay. So, you've probably heard me say this. So, I remember being in my 7th grade world geography class or world social studies. I don't remember what it might have been geography. I don't fucking know. And I remember taking this test. And I scored a 24%. A 24% on the test. I actually think I might know where it's at. Okay, well, it should have been in here, I would think.
Is that the lowest grade you've ever gotten on anything? That you turned in?
Yes.
Okay.
It was on a Scantron, which is why I thought it would be in here. Apparently I drew a Star of David. Don't know why.
Before your time.
Like, I drew a Star of David and they gave it horns. So, don't know why they did that. But it was over, like, Mesopotamia and all of that, and I scored a 24.
And that's why you remember Mesopotamia.
Mm-hmm.
You did so badly on a test about Mesopotamia that you've never forgotten it.
Because he pulled me and he was like, this is the worst grade I've ever had someone receive in my class. Like, this is the lowest grade in 20 years of teaching that I have ever seen. And I was like, okay, well, I will see myself out.
I killed myself in front of him then and there.
I wanted to, and
just pencil to the neck.
It should have been assigned to, like, literally everyone that I had ADHD and that I wasn't going to learn. Sitting here while a guy talks in a monotone voice. I'm not gonna learn. That's why I do online schooling, because I can kind of work at my own pace a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like I learn better without pants on.
That's valid. I scored, I think, a 36 on my first calculus test.
I never made it to calculus. No,
I didn't make it. I didn't make it any further. I
got a 3% on something I turned in my finite class. Or not, was it finite? No, it wasn't finite. It was maybe it was finite.
A 3?
Yeah.
A 3?
On a homework assignment.
You even get a 3?
You get half a point for showing your work on one problem. I think, if I'm correct, it was finite math.
You have that's the academic equivalent of a credit score of 37.
That really is.
Did you see that kid in, like, where was it? I don't remember where it was. I think it's maybe Florida or something. He set a world record GPA of 11.9.
How do you How do you get
So
11?
the way his school worked was for every AP class that you took, it added on like 0.04 to your GPA.
So he took
And for
only.
every dual placement class you took, it no, it was honors was like 0.04, and then dual credit and AP was like, no, that was 0.04, 0.08. It was like decimals, very small. But he took 24 of them. So, and it doesn't, it compounds for each class. So he set an 11.9.
Fucking every
11.99.
every Ivy League school needs to be like wanting that kid.
He's, yeah, I want to say, I'll find out where it was. 7.9 GPA. It was Florida. They overhauled their their GPA policy, as they should. This record-breaking achievement led his school to permanently cap future weighted GPAs at 5.0.
Okay.
And it stacked bonus points rather than averaging them.
Did he do this because he wanted to, or because he wanted to do that? Like, set a record? We know that.
No.
Okay.
He is attending Duke University to study finance and economics. That's who I'm competing with for jobs, and that's why I can't find a job, everyone. I didn't have an 11.9 GPA in high school. I had a 4.2.
I had a 2.
Age is not my competitor. We're in completely different fields.
No, our fields are so different from each other.
To be entirely fair, though, my college GPA was not as good. I only graduated with a 3.2.
I have almost a 4, which is the first time ever in my life that I've almost had a 4.
For the semester or for the whole
For
college?
every class I've taken so far.
Crazy.
I'm at like a 3.8, which
just at this school or for your total college?
For my total college experience so far.
Like a D in something.
Yeah, I flunked out of finite math and then switched it for quantitative reasoning. So that counted against me.
Did you have an A in everything else?
Pretty much, yeah. I think I've had an A. I've only had like one B. And it was like I was like literally a hair off. Guys, I do really good in psych. I do really good in psych classes.
Psych is your thing. I had some of my early core classes when I got sick. When I got sick with Crohn's and I failed some classes, that killed my GPA. I had like a 4.0 up until then.
I got my technical college core degree.
Yay! It's not on my wall. Never mind.
I'm gonna hang that bitch up next to my next to my Starry Night. That's up.
I have one of those somewhere.
And
then I've got my technical certificate in accounting up there. And Sage, you can blur this out. Or just make the screen go black for a second. Do you want to see my diploma?
Yes.
On camera. Bottom.
Look at it.
We can just cover my name up and it'll be okay. That way they don't see.
Look at you.
Yeah. I have to get a frame.
Look at you. Look at us being boss bitches.
I know. Look at you with your almost 4.0 GPA.
I know. No one, like, if you were to ask any of my teachers, they would be like, that's not possible for this girl.
I'm going to go find that teacher that you got a 24% for and tell him.
You know what? Maybe he listens to this.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. This does not seem like his thing.
He's a history teacher.
Yeah, but like, we do have one person that I know that listens, and Jay, please be proud of me.
Hey, come on as a guest, actually.
Do it. I would. Oh my gosh.
Come on as a guest, and we'll make a little quiz for you too.
Yeah.
Sage and I'll collaborate.
You know what? You actually just create like a Jeopardy between me and that person.
And him, I'm so sorry. He's probably gonna whoop your ass.
Oh, he 100% probably would.
We should get, you know what would be a real good Jeopardy? Because we've done it before, just only on TikTok. Put me and HUD on here.
Yes.
That was rough.
I have never been more stressed in my life trying to like figure out who typed first. Oh, that was
But
stressful for me.
I miss gaming with you, Hudlow.
Hello, like
He's so smart.
I don't, and I was like asking like the most like random, and he would be like, "Oh, I know this," and then other people would be like, "What are you like? Why do you know that?"
You know what pissed me off so bad? When we got to phone a friend, and I phoned him, and he said, it's either this answer or another one. This is the one I think it is. And I said it, and it was wrong. So then he knew he had the right answer.
So, if you guys didn't know, I used to host like Jeopardy, like game nights on our TikTok. So we would do like trivia questions. We had Jeopardy. We had Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader one time. Like, we did a lot of different things. And honestly, I thought about starting that back up again because that was so much fun, but also the most stress I've ever been in my life.
Without fail, the points would be like everybody else had 3 points, and Hudlow and I would have like 20 apiece.
Yeah.
It was insane.
But it was so fun to host because you'd get some people that would come in and be like, "Oh, what are we doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're playing trivia." And then they'd come into a box and we'd be like, "All right, you got to type like this letter in or whatever." And then like just some of the answers that you would get, but also like I think there was a couple of times where I had the answer wrong on my answer sheet, and you and Hudlow would be like, "You're wrong."
That's wrong. That's wrong. We know better.
Like I think there was the one about Catholicism.
We both were in agreement that the answer provided was wrong.
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, I'm sorry."
I really enjoyed one of our contestants on there as well. The fact that he just didn't know anything ever.
The one that came to my house.
Yes. I'm not gonna call him out, but he never knew anything.
And when he did, he couldn't type fast enough.
No.
So I love that. You know what? Maybe I'll start that up again.
That or this show's just gonna become a guest show in which we only play Jeopardy. Who knows what season 3 will be?
Who knows? And hopefully you'll join us for it.
Yeah, because after this, it's just season 3, guys. So we're done with season 2. This was your season ending episode.
There are quite a few places that we still have left over that maybe in the future we will cover. But as of right now, that door's shut.
Yep. And now that I'm not in school and will hopefully eventually be transitioning to a more normal work schedule and getting a new car so I can actually, drive, I'm going to start trying to go some places that perhaps our viewers would be interested in. And they may not be a podcast episode, but I can always send Sage the footage and upload it to our YouTube.
Yeah.
I guess we could upload it as a podcast video too.
Well, and I've also thought about creating because there's some things that especially I spend a lot of time in Gettysburg. So I've thought about creating a little playlist where it's just little vlogs essentially of going into spooky places. So maybe
that's coming.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe that would help. Maybe that would help our YouTube viewership. If we do that, you guys got to promise to watch it.
Yeah. And if you didn't know that we had a YouTube, we have a YouTube where you can watch us. You can see our faces. So,
I don't know how much I'd recommend seeing our faces sometimes. Because the person who does the thumbnails, I have some insane screen grabs of us.
There's
one where I look like the Indian Joker. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that. There's a couple of times I make some wild faces. If you really enjoy watching people react in real time to every time I learn something, the YouTube, great place to see that happen in real time.
You get to watch my soul pass away a little bit every time she doesn't know who a very well-known historical figure is. And if you go back to our Morbach monster episode and you see my face, I don't think anyone's ever looked more surprised than I did when you didn't know that Napoleon was a guy.
Well, and also when you I think it is Every Era Needs Witches or something
Yeah.
along those lines. When I find out that the Welsh come from Wales, you can watch me in real
Oh,
time
God.
associate those two.
Those are always really fun. Where
So
Sage makes a connection.
I would
She just
love for
you
somebody.
can see it. You can like see the wires of electricity. It looks Sage connecting that the Welsh come from Wales. Like that had to be the face Einstein made when he figured out when he decided on the theory of relativity. Like he had to be him.
Whenever I discover something, you can see all the synapses in my head just like firing all at
Fire at
once,
once.
like being like,
It's like Frankenstein being brought to life. Or
kind of
Frankenstein's
is.
monster being brought to life.
Yeah, it kind of is. So if you guys want to watch the YouTube, it's under the same name, the Squeaky Floorboard Society. There's some
Please
fun
go
stuff
watch.
over there.
I worked so hard on the thumbnails. Please go watch.
And next season we might have some new editing style that you can look forward to. Not sure how it's going to sound in audio yet, but I will figure that out as time goes.
All right. That's the end of season 2, so that's a wrap for us. I have to go get my offspring.
I have to finish cleaning the floor behind my desk.
Nothing of what you said came through on my end at all.
I have to finish cleaning the mess on the floor behind me, and I'll tell you about that mess when we end.
All right, so guys, we will see you next week. Hopefully Sage will have cleaned up her mess by then. Hopefully I'll have my child back. Be concerning if I didn't.
That would be concerning.
Bye.
Bye.